So do you have any idea what your body count is?
I don't. It's tens of thousands.
Really? Tens of thousands?
Like the Gulf War, the Bosnian War, all those were video games to me. I was the guy I literally had a joystick and a computer screen. I moved the little cursor over, kill that one, and it just blow. It might be a village, might be an orphanage.
Well, I was talking about sex, but I'm glad you took that turn for us.
Oh, I thought you were talking about body count, like how many.
No, I was like, Jesus Christ, this guy's just coming all over the enemy. Tens of thousands.
Let me tell you, I've nutted on tens of thousands of Iraqis. Most of them didn't even see me coming.
Oh, you mean that kind of body count? No downrange. I really didn't do anything too bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Addy, Herman.
Hey, let's go. What's up, Ibn Taver? Happy Cinco de Mayo, huh? Let's fucking go. On May the 4th, we celebrate aliens, and on the 5th of May, we celebrate illegal aliens. Welcome to Quick Draw Comedy, a show about redemption. In an era of cancel culture, we offer you a second chance. Tonight, comedians will have two opportunities to perform stand-up comedy, followed by an on-stage conversation with our panel. Let's hear it for my co-host, Mr. Clem Jameson. Clem is the owner and operator of Low Gear Comedy, Omaha's newest production company, taking the city by force. Book him for your weddings, bar mitzvahs, funerals, anything you want. Who needs AI when you have Low Gear? That's right, everybody. Tonight, comedians will have two chances to perform. They will perform for 2 minutes. When you hear this sound, wrap it up, because when you hear this sound, you're done. Stick around. We will have a conversation afterwards. Coming to stage, or on deck, we have, let's see if I can do this. Travis Jensen, coming to stage right now. Monday night's newest host at the Dubliner. Make it loud for Lucas Schneider.
Yes, I am Lucas Schneider. Just like the Ritz, I'm the perfect cracker for entertaining. Got 2 kids. I know, I don't look it at all. The trick is, have somebody else grow the baby. I got one simple trick. Doctors hate me for it. You just have a diet of ice cubes and cigarettes. It's not healthy, but you'll lose weight. Call it the 1930s actress diet. That works pretty good. 2 kids from 2 different women, just like they taught me in Catholic school health class. Right? Yeah, father would be so disappointed in me. Not my dad, the priest that was grooming me. Just kidding. Nothing happened. I didn't get pretty till later, so I get it. I'm not bitter about it or anything. But yeah, one baby mama is black and the other one's a lesbian, so I think we're gonna take a little break from diversity for a while. Go back to some simple white women. It's a name like Roscoe or something. Go pilfer one from the Mennonites. Right? Oh, they're great. But yeah, I'm a single full-time dad to a black kid, which, well, I mean half, but we all know what box I'm checking when she goes to college, right? Exactly. But yeah, I'm a single full-time dad, so I've got to teach her everything. What a nightmare for her, I saw her dancing the other day, and you can tell she has a white dad. I tell you what, fucking up her street cred already, and she's not even 10 years old. Oh, what a shame. All right, that's been my time. I'm Lucas Schneider. Thank you.
Lucas Schneider with our first set of the evening. That was a smart set. He used pilfer and Mennonites in the same sentence.
I know what one of those 2 words is.
Okay. Pilfer, right?
I know what a Mennonite is, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You are a Mennonite, aren't you?
Men of the day right now, but Mennonite later.
Yeah. All right. Well, on deck we have Sneezy, but coming to stage right now, our very own Quick Draw baby, Travis Jensen.
What's up, guys? Happy Military Appreciation Month. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. I myself am in the Army Reserve, which is 1 weekend a month, so you're welcome for my part-time service. I know being in a reserve, it's kind of like Instagramming your food. No one thinks you're cool for it. And it's kind of like joining the Boy Scouts without worrying about getting diddled by your scout leader. Worse than that, though, I'm also a pogue, which means I didn't want a combat job, but also means I wasn't smart enough to join the Air Force. And the Navy said I wasn't cute enough. I learned a lot about myself in the military, though. It doesn't matter what tough and obscure environment you put me into, I will find a way to masturbate. I one time did it in a porta-john that was 130 degrees in Kuwait to a pair of boobies that were Sharpied on the wall. And if you never masturbated in a 130-degree porta-john, it's kind of like doing the NyQuil challenge. You got to finish before you pass out. Actually, that's all I got right now, guys. Thank you.
Travis Jensen. Man, I don't know about a pogue. I think he's a pog. Yeah, that boy's thick.
I think I've been in that porta potty in Kuwait before. I do.
Yeah, you were the titties that were drawn on there, right?
I think I may have drawn them, actually.
Oh, yeah. One more time for Travis Jensen, the newcomer to the game. All right, on deck we have Joe Hopkins. Coming stage right now, Sneezy.
Happy Cinco de Mayo. I love every holiday that we get to drink a lot and eat great food. I like every non-holiday that we get to drink a lot and eat good food, actually. I'm a big fan of Hispanic culture. My mom's Mexican, my dad's gringo. And he's Irish, so I got the drinking thing down. But I'm one of those, I don't speak Spanish or any of that. I'm one of those anything for Salinas kind of gringos. I like her music. I like all two of the successful Latin artists, her and what was the Gloria Estefan. But yeah, I never learned Spanish. So culturally, there's a big blockage there. I was in the ER about a year or two ago, and there had been a Hispanic fellow that had gotten a little rowdy with the hospital staff, and I guess police had brought him in. So they gave him some ketamine to put him to sleep for a little bit so he calmed down, but they had him in soft restraints on the gurney. But he was starting to come around when I came in the ER, and he started yelling out, "Por qué? Por qué?" And I'd yell, "Butter." "Por qué? Butter." Only one nurse about my age got that one. But anyway, thank you guys.
Sneezy, killing in the ER. I like that a lot.
You know, I can tell I'm getting older because I actually understand his jokes.
Yeah, you've finally reached the age of enlightenment, Clem. Good for you. On deck, we've got Pax, but coming stage right now, when this man speaks, the masses listen, and they don't always like what they hear. Please welcome me. Oh, here he is. Wow.
This is audience choice. You got one of three options. You can do Black History late, Pride early, or something in the news.
Pride early.
Pride early. Because, as you know, I'm here to help. That's why I say what I say. I'm here to help. And there's a bunch of anti-trans bigots, closed-minded intolerants that demand to have an XX chromosome female as a woman. They don't want any stick shift models, them damn bigots. So I'm here to help them find what they're looking for. Now, if you go up to a trans woman and many other women and you give a compliment or say something nice, they'll say, "Oh, thank you." But there's a large degree of women that will do something only XX chromosome women will do. They'll go, "Aw." You'll give them a compliment and they'll go, "Aw." And you bigots you can know from my vast experience with women, that is an XX chromosome woman. But let me translate. You say a compliment and she goes, "Oh," that means, "Oh, this poor sucker, I'm gonna take advantage of him." And that's what you deserve, you anti-trans, close-minded bigots that demand XX chromosome women. That's what you deserve. I could give you more hints on telling the difference, but you know what? Just go with that. You get what you deserve.
Joe Hopkins. My favorite line in that was "dem damn bigots." That's something you don't hear a lot.
I feel like round 2 we're going to hear about Black history, and I'm excited for that. So.
Yeah, one for 3. Yeah. All right, on deck we've got Zach Kruger. Come to stage right now. This is his second time on Quick Draw. PAX.
Thank you. I deserve that. So I have always had very high standards for any of the women that I would fuck with. Like, you got to be hot. You got to make at least $100K a year, and you got to be at least 6 feet tall. I know what I'm working with. Sadly, my current wife is not 6 feet tall, but she did promise to make an extra $50K a year to make up for the 8 inches, which I reluctantly agreed to because, like, when the roles were reversed, I only had to make up for 2. So, sorry, I gotta check this real quick. My wife is currently in law school right now, and I'm like super excited for her to graduate because I think that I would make an excellent trad wife. I'm very pretty. I don't mind doing a few chores, and I heard that Nike is dropping some sick aprons in June. So I live in Des Moines, and lately I've been having like some severe bouts of road rage. Like, they need to keep their Iowa nice off the highway. It's not working. But I figured out a system to stay calm while I'm driving. And what I do is I will get in the car, take a deep breath, and then put on Pornhub. You can't get mad with a hard dick. It's science. All right, that's...
All right, let's hear it for PAX. We'll have you back, buddy. Man, so Rashad, you are either on deck or about to come up on stage right now, depending on... Holy shit! Zach Kruger!
All right, keep it going for that super senior, everybody. All right, yeah, my name is Zach, but I identify as the rapper Future because I'm on my type 2 shit. That's a reference for anyone under 40 years old. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody, or as I call it, Mexican Mardi Gras. They're the same thing, you know. Fat Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. You know, I like eating fat pink tacos on Tuesdays. All right. But, you know, speaking of Cinco de Mayo, our girlfriend is Mexican. She's at 10, but in pesos. I also have sleep apnea. So she calls me her CPAPy. You know, speaking of Mexicans, I know there's a lot of Catholic Mexicans out there. Since that's the case, why do communion wafers still taste so bad? You know, share some of that flavor with us, guys. I want the body of Christ to taste like barbacoa. And when I take that sip of Christ's blood, at least put some fucking tahini on the rim. You know, these Mexicans out here that they don't want to share their flavor with us, but they still have the audacity to name their kids Jesus. Ay caramba. Yeah, that's the joke. Thanks. Jesus Christ. All right, I'm in on that.
Zach Kruger with a very anti-religious and hungry set. That was wild. Cinco de Mayo, yes, a man of the people. Ole.
I can tell I'm getting older because I didn't understand his first joke.
Yeah, bring us down a little bit. All right, guys. Are you ready for your final comedian of the first round? You know him, you love him. Off his dick, skeet, 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 Rashad Vaughn.
How you guys doing? I'm Rashad Vaughn, and get off my dick, skeet, skeet. I recently went on a date with this girl, and she said that she don't want to sleep with me until she see a picture of my dick first. She want me like, hey, can you send me a picture of your dick? I'm like, no. The only time if you want to see it, just, up close and personal, come over to my house and I'll show you. I'm not going to pull out my gun unless I'm using it, clack, clack. And she was like, no, I'd rather you send it to me so I can see and judge and see how dick your big is. I'm like, I'm not the type to brag. I'm not the type to brag, but women said the same thing. Like, I'm going to let you use your guys' imagination. It's pretty wide. Why? Like every time, because I remember I dated this chick. Every time she was like, "Oh my God, Rashad! Every time I see you, you always give me a black thought." So I was like, "Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. It's wide. That's I wear size 14, so." That's what I told her, and she was like, well, I just want to see it. You know what I mean? It might be false advertisement. I'm like, well, you don't know what you're missing. Like I said, I'm not going to pull out my gun unless I'm using it. And she just started complaining, and I'm like, well, date's over. Bye. Goodbye, bitch. So, yeah, that was it. That was the end of that date. So, anyways, I'll tell you more about it later if I have time. I'm Rashad Vaughn. Thank you very much.
Rashad Vaughn, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for all the comedians you've heard in this first round, huh? Come on. Yeah. Well, I don't know about you, Clem, but I think it's time for another opinion.
Yeah, we need all the help we can get up here.
Yeah, bless our hearts. Man, this is actually his second time back on the Quik Draw stage as a guest. When I told him we were starting at 7, he simply responded with a cigarette emoji. Make it loud for Bill Queen. Now, how's that for an intro, Bill? Oh.
I wasn't.
Flip the switch.
I wasn't listening to you.
Oh, okay. Well, it was great. I told them that you were really good with technology, and we were going to have a good time.
All right, yeah.
Welcome,
Technology
Bill Queen,
rules.
everybody. Huh? We're alive. Got a little bit of 10 on that one.
All right. I'm only 2 drinks in, but I promise I'll catch up.
Oh, yeah. This fan knows how to match the vibe. Speaking of matching vibes, I'm going to go ahead and flip my hat around this way so we're not all doing the same thing. That's fine. I just wanted to let you guys know what was happening.
We look like a before, middle, and after set of photos.
Yeah.
I just can't figure out which one's the before, middle, and then after, though. It can go either way, I think.
Yeah, definitely it's something in the water here, and it's estrogen, I think. It's getting worse as it goes this way.
Seems like it might be rum, but I'm not sure.
I was going to say, you drink water?
Well, I've been known to with my whiskey. Man, so off of a great weekend, all 3 of us were doing shows last night. Clem roasted over at Beach House, and then, of course, I was on Bill's show, Comedy After Dark.
Yeah, it's a fun show.
It was a fun show. I wish the crowd knew.
Yeah. Look, you can fool some of the people all of the time, but not the 27 people that showed up last night to see us.
Yeah, no, they got the real deal. They know the truth.
I mean, the funny thing is they laughed at shit that was kind of out there when I'm joking about child porn.
Yes.
Like they laughed at that, but other shit that was kind of tame.
Yeah.
Like fuck you, they're both funny. Captain Morgan's a fag.
He is. I've been saying it for years, and actually you have too. It's great material. Sorry, we're just doing a few adjustments on here. It sounds like the rapper Future, as Zach Kruger would bring up. We got a
little bit of feedback here, but
yeah, is it my braces?
I don't know what it is. I think it's a steel plate in my head. I'm not sure.
When are you gonna get that switched over to titanium, buddy?
Whenever I get some money, I guess.
Hey, try dropping the. Yeah, there we go.
You ever heard of carbon fiber?
I have heard of carbon fiber.
Might make you run faster.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
get your legs amputated and just do carbon fiber legs.
Yeah, like Lieutenant Dan. Oh, that was titanium, wasn't it? Nah,
No, he just had a
never mind.
wheelchair because he was a veteran and they don't pay much money for that kind of stuff.
There you go.
Fantastic. Well, we are going to go ahead and get started with our second round, followed by a conversation with our white cis male panel. Let's give it up for diversity in Omaha, huh? We own Sunday night, and don't forget it. On deck, we got Travis Jensen coming to stage right now for his second set, Lucas Schneider.
Like I said, I went to a Catholic school, so of course we were good at sports. Just to be clear, I mean the team was good. I sat the bench, and we were only good because we played against white people. Anyway, that doesn't prepare you well for the life of a single dad, because that's being a single dad is just taking losses over and over and over again, and you just gotta suck it up and deal with it. And nothing is more infuriating than at 3 a.m. when you get woken up. I want a glass of juice. They're standing right there, and you look them square in the eyes. You say, "Don't pour this out." And they look right back at you. They say, "Okay." And you fill their cup, and they look you square in the eyes and pour it out. In that moment, you really understand why pioneers used to have 8 or 9 kids. Because they just push you a little too far, and you just take care of it. We're civilized now, though, right? Yeah, we just send them away to Boys Town. Oh, goodness. Yeah, like I said, 2 baby mamas. One of them's a lesbian. And let me tell you, getting dumped by a lesbian is sucks no more than any other breakup, really. What sucks is when she leaves you for a woman you wouldn't even fuck. That one is tough to swallow. Because that lady looks like somebody set her face on fire and put it out with a bicycle chain. Not good. I'll just end on that. Fuck it.
Hey, let's hear for Lucas Schneider, man. I noticed you did a costume change. Did you bring jokes inside that pocket there?
Yeah, none for you, though.
Okay, well, fantastic. I see that the killing spree has ended.
Yeah.
No, man.
I'm not like Zach. It's the unfortunate side of having a high metabolism is you got nothing to keep you warm.
Nothing to keep it warm?
Yeah.
Well, no, I like it. I like that you have layers of tie-dye available to you at any open mic throughout the city. I mean, that's something I haven't heard anybody else say.
I mean, normally I got layers of camo and flannel, but the tie-dye is a nice touch,
Yeah, that's something. I wear tie-dye when I hunt, if you can imagine that. I got some green tie-dye.
Yeah, when you're in the mall.
Yeah, exactly.
He blends in at Zoomies when he's on a mass shooting.
Do some mushrooms, you can feel where the deer are.
Oh, yeah.
I like that the biggest pop you got during your set was from the front row when you advocated for child abuse. And you're like, just hit that kid, and there was one guy out there just, woo!
Summer's from a better time.
Yeah, like before they diagnose things like autism. Yeah.
Sure.
The vaccines got you way early, huh?
Yeah, they got him. They had him back with smallpox. They got him early.
You're a fucking frontline fighter, buddy.
Oh yeah, man on a mission. Yeah, I bet you did. Sugar cube and a leather belt. The summer wind story. Can you name every person you've slept with?
Yeah, if you gave me time, but...
Okay, well, we don't have a lot of time. Maybe in the next 30 seconds?
That's not long, it's not long enough.
Okay.
I was going to say, he can't describe what he's been doing in O'Neill in 30 seconds.
Yeah,
he is tearing through every lesbian in that tiny town, all right?
Yeah.
Except the one ugly one, apparently, right?
Well, Catholic school got to me. You got to turn them back somehow. You know?
Sure.
I thought it was funny.
Hey, man, I was touched as a kid, too. St. Bridget's.
I wasn't. That's why I'm so fucked up.
Really?
I wanted
Damn.
Well, we can
I'm
fix
bitter
that tonight,
about it.
actually.
I was on his list, but
So you weren't even a cute kid. You didn't.
No, I was on
priest
his
didn't-
list. I avoided the retreat where it happened.
He was touched by lesbian.
Yeah, that's how I got to make up for it, you know?
Look, I found out I was ugly because I went to a small Catholic school where I was touched. But then once I got involved with the Cub Scouts and they had a much larger pool to pick from, I was not picked. And I was
Sure.
They fucked me out of necessity and not because they really wanted to. This whole time I thought I was cute when I was 9.
I don't imagine you'd be quiet in the woods.
Yeah, he was smoking cigarettes out there, like,
One of these scoutmasters gonna come fuck me.
Yeah, the scoutmaster's like, this kid tastes like rum. This is crazy. I don't like this. Man, so Lucas, go ahead and plug your dates.
Well, Dubliner every Monday. I host that now. This will be out afterwards, but I'm doing the Clash at the Funny Bone this Thursday, too.
That's right. Our very own Lucas is doing Clash of the Comics this Thursday. You can get comp tickets to go out and support him. I recommend it, guys.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got to stack the audience, otherwise it ain't going to help.
Sure, exactly. We'll bring some allies.
Okay.
Are you going to do the jokes you did tonight?
Yeah.
You're going to lose.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, let's hear it for Lucas Schneider, everybody. All right, on deck, we got Sneezy, but coming to the stage right now, Travis Jensen.
No, I'm good.
Guys are talking about taking advantage of. I got a weird vibe when I was in the military when I first joined. My very first day in the Army, I had a medical exam where an old man looked at my butthole, which was weird because I was there for an eye exam. Probably the worst way to get free college. I know we got a few veterans in here. Maybe you. You guys ever had MREs before? Yeah, you know how it works. If you have never had an MRE before, it's kind of like pre-chewed for you. Like it looks like somebody's took a meal and put it through a juicer. Then after 3 days of eating it, you're like, it'd be kind of nice to poop. They actually dropped MREs into Gaza, and they compared that to torture. So these guys, they fast all day, and then they get the food that we give to our service members, and then accuse us of a war crime. That's crazy to me. So I was a late 2000 emo kid, but I feel kind of bad saying that because I wasn't like a cool emo kid. I didn't cut myself. Kind of feels like stolen valor. I wore long sleeves to hide the fact that I didn't have scars on my wrist. But it was a phase. After that, I got really into ska, which was really embarrassing. You really don't get any choice of hats. Nobody looks cool in a fedora, especially me. It looks like I was trying to protect my virginity. All right, I had another one, but it looks like we're running out of time.
Travis Jensen, everybody. Let's hear it for him. Man, how you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm good, man. You know, I've been with you since you started stand-up only a few months ago, right?
Yeah.
And I'll say right now, I think that was your best set I've ever seen, man. Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, you're getting laughs per minute.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Actually, I took a lot from you saying that. Yeah, I definitely changed my format a lot.
Sure, yeah. No, the worst thing, and I'm glad it worked tonight. The worst thing is when you tell your buddy, you're like, hey, man, here would be a great punchline to that joke. And then you watch him do it and bomb. And you're just like, oh, my bad.
That wasn't bad. I think you got some laughs out of it.
No, it worked well. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you which one it was, guys, but I was one of those.
Hey, have you ever caught anybody stealing valor?
Yes. I used to actually be, we were talking about this, but I used to be a maintenance man for one company, and I'd go do this guy's plumbing. He was just like, oh man, yeah, I hit an IED in Iraq, Afghanistan. I was like, oh, what unit were you in? He's like, oh, I don't know. And I was like, oh, well, what base were you in? He's like, oh, I don't know. Like, there's no way you don't know your unit, and at least your fucking base.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know what base you're at? Like, you lived there for multiple years.
Was it Mitch McConnell or what?
No, this kid was like 24 or something. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's always funny when people are like, oh, yeah, man, I worked at the worst job ever. It's like, yeah. People tell me, like, oh, I was in the infantry. I was like, so how much sweeping did you do? Because I did a whole lot of it.
Mop the brain.
Yeah.
So you're a reservist now, right?
Yeah, so I'm going guard right now. Actually, I've always been a reserve.
So you say 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks a year is the commitment, right?
Yeah.
But you've been here the last 20 weekends in a row. So when are you going to start actually doing your service that you keep talking about here?
Well, I mean, we usually get off at 5, so I like head on over. When I don't have a beard, that's when you know I was at drill.
But you've had a beard since I've known you. I've been wondering the same question.
There's been a couple times I came and I didn't have a beard.
Was that the days you had dates?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, you coordinated it.
I miss those days.
Yeah, man. Tell you what, there's a real firecracker on the other side that she's looking for a date.
Yeah.
Man. So there's just to break the fourth wall here, there's a guy out there, I assume. Is he still out there with the walker?
Like
So there's a gentleman out there with a walker for any of you comedians. Well, all of you comedians who have walked through that door. I'm sure you've walked around him. He's set up over there. Zach, I bet you had a tough time with him. But no, so he's got the walker here, and I was like, oh, excuse me, sir. And he like didn't turn to me, and then I tapped him, and he looks at me, and I'm like, oh, yeah, sir, we got to get through here. And then I'm like, oh, and we have comedy on the other side. And then Robbie's like, oh, he's deaf. And I was like, okay. So I wrote it down for him, comedy at 7. So that being said, please don't trip over that disabled guy. At least he doesn't have a German Shepherd as a support animal, you know?
But he does have the knife he almost stabbed you with.
I thought that was a bar glass. My bad. No, I was making friends over there with the disabled community, as I've been known to do on stage. Here, speaking of which, how are you?
Join the army. Yeah.
But yeah, dude, what were we even talking about before I went on that rampage?
Oh, we were talking about his service, and I want to say I appreciate what you did for free college.
Right, that's right.
Dodge Challenger and a broken heart.
You've been, yeah. Yeah, that's the first thing a private buys is a Dodge Challenger and a wife that he can't afford.
Yeah. How long were you in the service before? Like, how long were you gone before she cheated?
I don't know. I never caught her, so I don't know.
No, all right.
I was deployed for a year, and I was dating a girl for 2 years before that, and yeah, that's pretty much over after that. So.
Yeah, it's kind of like comedy. Yeah. Once you get into the comedy or the army, your relationships really start to falter.
I realized that. I've noticed I've been going to a lot more open mics since I've not been getting dates.
Yeah, not calling your mom. That's the thing, man. When you're funny, and this is advice that was given to me by one of my mentors, when you're funny enough, you'll get all the pussy you want. And boy, do I get a shit ton. No, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and get you out of here, bro. I appreciate you coming out. Let's hear it for Travis Jensen, everybody. Having a great set. All right, on deck, we got Joe Hopkins coming to stage. Sneezy.
37 minutes.
Man, let's just enjoy these beats by Warren while we figure out what's going on.
About stolen valor.
Hey,
this isn't even one of Warren songs.
Oh, it's not?
So I guess you've seen on the news there's been some crazy protests at the colleges the last couple weeks. And I see all that and all the little tents and everything, and I'm thinking, man, that must stink. Because protests are kind of like the hipstery thing, you know, where they don't do cologne or perfume or soap. They use like essential oils and stuff, and it's like essential oils. That doesn't make you smell good. That makes you smell like patchouli and regret. My essential oils would be like WD-40, Phillips Trop Arctic, Crisco. I like chicken. But yeah, they're worried about the the oppressed Muslims. I get that, but what about the oppressed Muslims in China, the Uyghurs? And they're Muslim, and they're put in like concentration camps for years, and nobody says a word. They're all like, Uyghur, please. Anyway, thank you.
Wow, Sneezy with the Joe Hopkin approach to comedy. I like this a lot. We're really starting to build a reputation here as the almost say it open mic. That's fantastic. Man, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. You know, this is the quick draw difference. He's another one of our quick draw babies like Travis, to where people come out and when they get at it, they get funnier, and we create the future, man. I'm telling you.
That's scary.
Yeah, it is. It's scary. Maybe you'll learn to talk into the mic eventually. Yeah. There we go.
I feel like you have firsthand experience in knowing how smelly it gets living in a tent.
Yes, I do. I'm not going to explain why.
Well, we have time, but you know, you were a veteran, another veteran. You
Yes,
probably
sir.
spent some time in a tent.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I told you the bukkake. It was literally fucking intense.
Whoa, so your time in the service was way funner than the other guys.
Yeah, they didn't get pulled over on the way to the gangbang. Yeah.
Travis didn't say anything about
I was the most
bukkakes.
popular guy at that party.
And
Well, I mean, if you're catching, I bet you were.
yeah, another fun thing about him, gay as shit, believe it or not. You look at him, you wouldn't
believe
think
it.
so. Yeah. He's talking about the bukkake for him, and they were all, say it with me, Iraqi guys.
But one of them was cute.
One of them was cute. What, was Travis there or what?
Oh, I know.
So the women are better looking than the men?
No.
Because he said all the Iraqi women were beautiful.
They are.
You said only one was cute.
Yeah, that's true.
So-
the Iraqi women are beautiful.
Yeah, but he also jacked off in a porta potty in Kuwait. So
Yeah.
I think
I mean, look, we already heard that he's gay. We know his standards are really low.
Very low. A wise sergeant told me, if she's too low for your standards, you need to lower your standards.
Oh.
But yeah,
A little setup your punchline there.
women were beautiful. They didn't wear all the burqa stuff. They wore like nice clothes and stuff.
Okay.
I think those are just
They were
Mexicans.
very westernized.
Was your sergeant Rashad Vaughn?
Let me tell you how to get these white bitches turning into Middle Eastern women. No, so you had the bukkake in the tent, is that correct? Oh, don't.
A lot of things happen in tents when you're downrange.
I think the punishments for not having it in the tent would be pretty severe.
Yeah. If it wasn't Thursday, you'd be
Make
fucked.
sure that shit is zipped up tight, fellas.
Like, man, there's a lot of guys going into that two-person tent. I've never seen anything like this. Yeah. So, I mean, did it get smelly in that tent?
It can. They're not real big on soap over there either. But
No.
Yeah, it's a thing.
You feel like you'd need like that rock lava soap over there.
They don't use toilet paper.
I've heard this. I'd like you to explain.
They use their left hand.
Why do they use their left hand?
So right one's cut off.
On deck, summer wind.
You're gonna have to mic him up.
So, like anything and if you're a southpaw, you have a hard life over there because anything you do with your left hand is considered disrespectful or just vulgar because
that's your
their
shit
left
hand.
is your toilet paper.
Yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense that you would limit an entire part of your body so that you could be right-handed.
Yeah,
That's
much.
crazy. And I like how you called it southpaw. Is it south because you go south on yourself?
I don't know where that term came. It's just probably some bigoted thing I learned as a redneck, I suppose.
Them damn bigots.
I didn't know it was mean. I just heard a left-handed just called.
Yeah,
That's not the meanest thing that's been said tonight. Don't you worry about that.
It's a baseball term, I'm pretty sure. Right? Summer says it is, so it definitely is.
That's right. The commissioner of baseball's
I
here.
am trying to do cleaner humor.
How's it going?
So far, so good. It's definitely not R-rated like some of my earlier stuff.
Well, that's where we come in,
Look,
baby.
here's the thing: if you ever want to make money doing comedy, you're gonna have to have clean jokes.
Yeah.
If you want to have fun, fuck that shit.
Yeah, I like both though. I prefer hearing raunchy stuff, but I'm trying to get better at doing the clean humor a little bit.
So do you have any idea what your body count is?
I don't. It's tens of thousands.
Really, tens of thousands?
Like the Gulf War, the Bosnian War, all those were video games to me. I was the guy I literally had a joystick and a computer screen. I moved the little cursor over. kill that one, and it just blow. It might be a village, might be an orphanage.
Well, I was
don't
talking
know.
about sex, but I'm glad you took that turn for us.
Oh, I thought you were talking about body count, like how many.
No, I was like, Jesus Christ, this guy's just coming all over the enemy, tens of thousands.
Let me tell you, I've nutted on tens of thousands of Iraqis. Most of them didn't even see me coming.
Oh, you mean that kind of body count? No downrange. I really didn't do anything too bad.
Besides leveling villages.
Yeah, but that's fun.
Well, you said it and Biden believes it, so it makes sense, yeah.
No, I was pretty much a whore my whole entire military time. Yeah.
So how many people did you have sex with in your deployments, let's say? Sometimes they were 10 at a time, according to you, intense, right?
Well, that's just humor stuff. That I kind of embellished some of the punchlines to get the joke delivered a little better.
Oh, tell me more about comedy. I'm fascinated about this.
No.
What's the most common STD in Iraq? I was going to ask the other guy, but he didn't get any. How would he fucking know?
I wouldn't actually know. I don't know. I didn't catch anything. I was very lucky. I've never had anything like that.
You just barebacked your way around Baghdad and oh, you should go gambling, man. You're a lucky dude.
He is.
So once, no, that was stateside. That doesn't count. Never mind.
None of them count, but tell the story anyway.
All right. Okay, so I'm dating this individual, and we lived together and all that kind of stuff. And I was about to go on a deployment to Saudi Arabia on this one, and my pre-deployment down in Florida, I realized that I had some panty crickets, we'll call it that. That there's like some little civilization had decided to set up camp in my lower abdomen area, and so I called my significant other. Well, I'd been gone a couple weeks, and he's like, "Oh, that explains it." He had some eye irritation. He went to the eye doctor. He had crabs in his eyebrows. You figure out the geometry on that one.
Oh no!
So yeah, that was a very awkward conversation, and we were broke up before I made it back to the States.
Yeah, and I like how you had to shave your pubes, but he had to shave his eyebrows. That's really funny. You won that one, buddy.
That actually occurred.
Did he actually have to go to a doctor to have that diagnosed? Like
he went to a.
I'm pretty sure you can figure that out on your own.
Optometrist. He thought that he had some kind of weird rash in his eyes, but it was actually he had a little civilization in his eyebrows.
You're a creator of worlds. I'll give you that. Then I'm going to go ahead and get you out of here. It was great to see you, Sneezy.
Good to see you. Thank you.
Let's hear it for Sneezy, everybody. We got to keep rolling. Man, on deck, we've got Pax, but coming to the stage right now, making it loud for Joe Hopkins.
Right on schedule. Well, you cocksuckers picked the topic. So let's continue talking about the anti-trans bigots in this Pride Early. And this time we're not going to talk about the men who have to have traditional XX chromosome women. We're going to talk about the anti-trans bigotry among the XX chromosome women. How you don't welcome these trans into your locker rooms like us men do. We have no problem having these cute, pretty boys, 5'5" or whatever, in the locker room, and they come in and we're like, "Hey, good buddy, hey, good to see you. Yeah, you know, me and the guys, we've been talking, and we decided we should give you your first man-to-man nickname, and we decided you've been working hard, and we thought long and hard, and we're going to name you after that famous gladiator charioteer played in the movie by that manliest of men, Charlton Heston. You know what I'm saying? Your nickname is Ben-Hur. Yeah, goddamn. Yeah, we welcome them. We love the trans in our locker rooms and pretty boys. We welcome them. And you bigoted, anti-trans, hate-filled XX chromosome women, you need to be more understanding. And I just be more like us men. Thank you.
Joe Hopkins coming in with a punchline on this one. I like that, Joe. That was good.
Yeah. You ask a lot of people what their bucket list is. So,
Yeah.
Addy, I'm curious what your bucket list is.
It would be to visit Palestine after Israel's done with the renovations.
All right.
No, I don't know whether you guys like that one or not, but I thought it was pretty funny. Great layup, Joe. I like that. We were in collusion all the time.
And you ask a lot of people what they're working on or what they're coming in. But I was curious if you would be curious about what I'm working on.
What you're working on? Oh, I'm dying to know. What's something you're working on,
Can
Joe?
I guess what you're working on?
Please
Go
do.
ahead. Let Bill guess.
Besides looking like you might be a high school guidance counselor, you also look like you run a failed podcast on how to be a successful man.
Thank you. No, it's not that. I'm writing right now the pilot for a sitcom and working on it that I want to sell to Hollywood. And it's going to be a remake of the Beverly Hillbillies. And I'm thinking for the pilot, I have Clem be Jed, and maybe Austin Delosky be Jethro, and Penelope, she could be Ellie Mae.
Oh, I wanted to be Ellie Mae.
This is inclusive times, and I rewrote the theme song for it, and it goes. Back in the hills lived a man named Jed. Had a little woman laid her down in his bed. Unzipped his fly, out popped a worm. Out of the worm came a bubbling sperm. White gold, transgender tea. Kinfolk said, Jed, you've got to move away from here. So he loaded up his sex toys and moved to Beverly Hills, that is. Swimming pools, porno stars. I think it's perfect. It's perfect for Hollywood now because they don't want to do anything original. They want all remakes, and it's got all that sex and perversion and,
Who's Granny?
Well, if you're selling this to Disney, you're going to have to make me Granny. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
In modern world.
I was looking at one of your past hosts down from Kansas.
One of my. You talking about Mama J?
Yeah, Mama J.
Oh, yeah, it'd be great.
But of course, I can see a problem with that. Maybe it might not have the DEI, ethnic diversity, and then would have to have, Mr. Belgrade to be Jed, and our own house comic be Jethro, and.
What do you mean by house comic?
Well, he's here every single gosh darn week. He's got his own special.
I don't think you're allowed to call him that.
Yeah. Joe's the master of saying it without saying it around here.
It's a
I've
gift.
never seen quite. It's a gift. Yeah, the things he doesn't say.
The problem is he's going to make me say it when he's not even up here, but he is.
He does that. Joe just has a way of really bringing everybody into trouble.
But anyways, if anybody help me on these ideas, why not? This is the time. You can't beat them, join them, and
yeah.
I just thought it was a great idea.
I like it. It's all centered around transgender sex. I believe the show is based off of.
It has. Jed will be more traditional. He might engage into some of that if the money's right, but
maybe he's just bisexual.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
The most conservative of the ally.
You're saying even though he's rich from oil, he's still got a price?
No, this isn't
gay for pay?
Yeah.
This isn't oil. He's a sex god.
It's white gold.
Go to Beverly Hills and join the porno industry.
Yeah.
I think the funniest part is I've really been listening to what you're saying, and none of it's hateful. But has anybody ever told you have a real prejudiced cadence? Like, it seems like no matter what you're saying, I'm like, this fucking
He
guy.
always looks like he's at a rally. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
I think it's the shaved head, and
how long have you been shaving your head, Joe?
Nearly 40% Germanic descent, and it just brings it.
You shave that head yourself?
Yes. I haven't had a barber in 30 years. So.
No, he just
Shout
calls.
out your podcast nobody listens to.
I'm going to have to start it.
It's actually called InfoWars.
Nobody listens to me anyway. It won't be any different.
No, Joe, honestly, I mean, you came through, you did your thing tonight. I like that you had just this whole interview panel thing set up. I felt like I was Johnny Carson right here. Like, honestly, that was pretty cool, dude, coming in, like,
He
asking
figured out a
questions.
way to work in a third set.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, these boomers, you got to watch out for them. They'll get you. I'll tell you what, Joe, do you have a sticker for Quick Draw yet?
What?
Do you have a Quick Draw sticker yet?
No, I do not.
Here, have a Quick Draw sticker, dude.
Thank you.
One of our new ones, man.
All right.
Great.
Put it on your truck.
You put it on your truck, yeah.
Which one?
That's right. You have multiple trucks.
Yeah. All right. I'll just put it on my. Well, I'll put it on my wife's car.
Put it on, yeah.
She loves me back doing comedy. It was so hard to get even just do a little bit of comedy. I mean, that was like an old girlfriend she never wanted me to see again.
Well, sure.
You know, and you can probably see why.
Oh, yeah. No, I get it. Well, I'm glad she's letting you back out of the house ever since what you said on Easter. But honestly, you know, I'm going to go ahead and get you out of here. Let's hear it for Joe Hopkins, everybody.
Woo, Joe. Hey, real quick, I want to jump in, call back to when we were talking about the before, middle, and after picture. This fucking guy's been micro-dosing on Slim Jims the whole show. He is without a doubt the before picture.
I'm macro dosing over here. I'm about to rip another one open. Man, hey, how about it for our amazing ace bartender, Robbie, on the other side of that wall? Let's hear it for him, huh? You guys are a great crowd. Tip him well. Take care of him. We are known for having the best crowd in this bar, and let's keep it going that way. On deck, we have Zach Kruger coming to the stage right now. Pax.
Yeah, I can't go that way. I'm afraid of deaf people. Last week we learned that, excuse me, fuck. Last week we learned that my wife is not a crystal girl, but she is a real ass Wicca. A witch. And now, a couple of years ago, she decided that she wanted to become a white witch, which it turns out is not just a Karen with a voodoo doll from Mexican baristas. Who knew? No, it's a good witch, like Glinda from The Wizard of Oz. But it turns out that Glindas are prudes. Which really sucks, because she used to be like that one girl, the thirstiest bitch ever, the Wicked Witch of the West. You know, she's always getting stuck under houses, just waiting for it. I used to curl them toes. Not so much anymore, though. No, and like, don't get me wrong, I'm all for self-improvement. I just don't think it's fair that she decides she wants to get her morals in check, and now we no longer get to go to the ritual fuck parties in the woods. I just think it's very selfish. Now, so Sarah and I, we don't do a lot of talking about our lives before we met. Fuck, I'm not gonna have time. I'm gonna call it.
Let's hear for Pax, everybody. Ritual fuck parties in the wood. Have you been hanging out with Sneezy? What's going on?
I hope not. They wear masks.
Yeah, no shit, man. So, I mean, obviously your wife being a Wicca, your words, not mine. I mean, is there some sort of culture like that to where you could essentially get into the hookup culture of the Wiccan community?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you marry a witch, you kind of are just in.
So if you marry a witch, basically any witch pussy is your pussy?
Only at the right times, like the rituals and stuff.
Sure, when the moon's right.
Like I can't just, when the moon is right and...
when they're all on their period at the same time, then it's like, all right, my turn. It's going to be a blood moon tonight.
How much sage did you have to buy before you fucked her for the first time?
And how much sage will we need after he goes off stage? A cleansing.
Please don't do any more. I've had enough fucking sage. I swear to God, I can't do any more sage.
What are your thoughts on patchouli?
No, we don't allow. I don't allow patchouli in my house.
Real man.
It makes me throw up.
Okay.
What branch of the service were you in?
How the fuck do you know I'm in the Navy?
No, you.
The Navy? So you're in the middle of the ocean on a boat camouflaging yourself?
No, I mean, I'm not in it right now.
No, he's not in the military. He has entertained the troops. That's Down syndrome John Cena.
I was just hoping I could tease you for stealing valor. And maybe see the other two guys try to beat you up.
No, I actually have a question for you. How old are you? Because, like, your stupid beards and one earring says, like, 55, but your earlobes look at least 130.
Oh. Well, I mean, I'm younger than both of those, but sometimes I feel 130.
You know what's crazy? From the head up, you guys could be identical twins.
That's really rude to say.
I like.
Look, man, I don't want to say too many mean things about this guy because he sounds a lot like Nate Diaz.
Yeah,
Like,
real strong, not too smart, and.
I mean, but he does look like I shook his hand earlier. I introduced myself like I'm trying to get better at meeting people and being an actual person. But you definitely feel like you don't know your own strength.
Nah, he was a real gentleman, but I was worried about shaking his hand because he has that herpes on his nose.
You're right, I do. It's actually some cancer.
Oh,
Don't worry about me, man. I'm going down hard. I ain't quitting my shit.
I thought it was a cigarette burn. He lit it backwards.
No, it's actually the most common form of skin cancer amongst Irish, Scottish, Northern English.
Oh yeah, so
it's definitely a carcinoma, but
yeah.
I mean, look, my body's adapting.
Sure, it's adapting to your choices.
It's naturally building its own funnel for Coke, all right?
That's the spirit, Bill. And that's a good question, Pax. What kind of drugs you into?
I like to do mushrooms, but aside from that, it's cigarettes and alcohol and
All right, man. Fuck, I'm sorry I made fun of you. Those are my 3 favorite things.
Yeah, this is your son, actually.
Yeah, like he was so nice before and then such a dick when I got
Your
out.
mom's name isn't Lisa, is it?
No.
Like, all right. I'm just saying, I've been to Iowa before.
My mom's name is Lisa.
Yeah, you went on a little tour down there, didn't you? So I like a joke. I don't really remember what the joke was, but you said something about Nike aprons.
Yeah.
Would the front say "just chew it"?
Yeah, it was. I think so. But the joke was about me making a really good trad wife.
Yeah.
When my wife graduates and becomes a lawyer.
No, I think if you threw a wig on, you could be the most beautiful trans woman in America.
I don't think we'll find out.
Well, the night is young, my friend. We'll see what happens.
I have Photoshop. We will find out.
Yeah. You just made it onto our new calendar. The Women of Quick Draw. It's going to be all of us with wigs and drag.
It's him and Penelope.
Yeah.
Just trading off months.
Just switching back and forth.
You mentioned earlier that you're afraid of deaf people.
Yeah.
Is that because your speech impediment sounds like you might be slightly deaf? Or oh no.
No, when you came up, I thought he said dead people, and I was like, oh no, that guy just died while we've been up here. Are you really afraid of deaf people?
Yeah, I had a really mean uncle. He was deaf, and I'm not afraid of deaf.
So it runs in the family.
Oh, yeah. How could you tell if he was mean? Yeah, if he was deaf. That guy was just confused. He was like, at least I think he was there. I don't know. What if there's no guy there?
Are you really good at playing the claw machines in an arcade?
I don't know.
No, I just assume that's where you got those chains.
Wasted. No, they're real.
Yeah, well, they are really there. Yes. What's your chain budget? How much do you think you've spent on chains in your life?
This much.
So those are all your chains?
Yes.
You got to stop wearing all your chains to one open mic. You mix it up.
No.
Bro, do you know what kind of neighborhood you're in?
What?
Like, if you got robbed right now, you would be down to 0 chains.
I would.
This is a tough neighborhood. Be careful when you step outside. I know you're from out of town. I'm being dead for real.
He's from Iowa.
I know he is. That's why
Denver,
I'm warning him.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. They might look at the chains and say, no, I'm good. Man, fuck these chains. Cracker ass honky or whatever. Man, so you came in all the way from Des Moines. This is your second time here.
Yeah.
And that's sick having you out, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys having me.
No problem, dude. You're doing your thing. Is there anything you want to plug to these folks, before we get you out of here?
I do have a show. I mean, nobody's going to drive to Des Moines for it, but I got a...
That's the spirit.
10-minute spot at a VFW.
Okay, with Tom?
Yeah, with Tom.
Yeah, that's a great show. If you guys are out in Des Moines, what day, what time?
Yeah, it's Friday at 7 and I got Pax Ricky X on all the social media shit.
Yeah, okay, fantastic. We'll talk to Pax. He's a new comic that's coming out to Omaha, specifically for Quick Draw, and we're trying to get him developed up.
Everybody that's in Iowa listening to my voice, go to your local VFW at 7 and see this guy. He'll be at all of them Friday at 7. Go see him.
All right, let's hear it for Pax Ricky, everybody. Have a good night, buddy. Fantastic. Okay, on deck, we got Karaoke with Summer, but coming to the stage right now, Zach Kruger.
All right, keep it going for flavorless flay, everybody. You guys been following the Drake and Kendrick drama at all? No? A lot of people here who are 90. That's all right. Allegedly, Drake's been hiding an 11-year-old daughter. Drake's also half Jewish. So obviously, I think he's been hiding his daughter in the Jewish tunnels. She's the one who's been controlling the weather. I started going to the gym recently. Not bragging. I feel like going to the gym is like going to a Drake concert. Way too expensive. Lots of smelly, creepy Arab dudes. And lots of guys hitting on teenage girls. Just Drake things. I don't drink anymore. I haven't drank for like 4 years. Oh, don't clap, I'll relapse, guys. I'm just Nebraska sober now, just weed and ranch dressing. But one of the perks about being sober is meeting weird people at AA. Like after a meeting one time, I met this guy who, he said he doesn't drink anymore, but still smokes meth. Yeah, he called it Council Bluffs clean. I look at porn how I look at food. There's not much I don't like, but I'm drawing the line at vegetables. Unless there's peanut butter. All right, I'll just end it there.
All right, Zach Kruger, ladies and gentlemen. How we doing there, Zach?
Good, how you doing?
I'm good. So how long do you think it'll be before you relapse?
Probably never.
Never? Well, that's good.
I don't know.
That's good.
Never? Really. First round's on me.
My joke is like, people ask me to drink. It's like, you think I would relapse with you here at some fucking shitty bar? Like, of all places, I'm not gonna, oh yeah, just drink with me. I'm like, I'm not gonna relapse with someone that I just met.
Nice. Well, last night I saw you at the Beach House Bar, roasting pretty much your comedy twin, the only guy that might be fatter than you in Omaha, right? Well, one of two.
That is. That's
yeah.
What that is.
How'd that go?
Pretty good. I won.
What's that?
Yeah.
But
That is not a cat.
I don't know. I think it was all right. I could have done better, but I still won. So
Yeah. Well, I was roasting a vegetable myself, and I lost to a vegetable. So yeah.
that was a good roast.
Yeah, I thought that went very well. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, weren't we on a roast together but didn't roast each other? Am I
Probably.
misremembering you?
Maybe. What,
Fucking
at the
all
Beach House
Lincoln
or something?
Yeah, all Lincoln comics look alike. Did you call somebody a fag?
I look like Brianna Calhorn.
When you
Bigger
talk,
bigger
maybe,
tits, but-
it's the voice. It's the voice. Same voice, pretty much. I'd say with her.
I appreciate. It's cool that you wore all black for all these cameras that are on you. If you take 10 pounds away from each camera, you're still only 20 pounds overweight.
I weigh more in kilograms than the girls at my job weigh in pounds.
I like how our host has just kind of disappeared now, and left us to hang out here and bomb by ourselves. It's nice.
He went to
The one who wants to riff the most went to go fucking get a drink.
Yeah. Like,
He
wow.
went to fetch me some booze. If I knew that meant I had to do his job, I would have went and got my own fucking cup.
And he's
You'll see on camera.
Let's wait until the next comic starts, then I'll get up.
I want a quick edit of the first
welcome
glass.
back, bud.
I want a quick edit of the first glass that he brought me, looking wildly different from the actual glass I ordered.
Yeah, and then we should have a third camera back here where it sees me spill it on your knee as I pass it to you.
I'm telling you, man, you weren't tricking me. It looked like you brought me a glass of cum. I was not drinking that.
You know, I've been trying to, save my semen so I can have future generations eat it. So, I thought I'd put it in the glass and bring it to you and try it out.
I want you to know, if you can produce like that, he's sad you weren't in the fucking army with him.
You can save it for Riley for later.
Yeah, that guy's a real pervert.
Yeah, that's a good call back to last week, I think, right?
Yeah.
That was good. Yeah. This crowd did like that last week.
I knew a few people.
Man, I like it. You got a haircut, man. You look like the biggest Hitler Youth right now.
Hell yeah. I've wrote a bunch. I look like one of the mafia polar bears from Zootopia.
Yeah, that is a good film, Zootopia.
Uncle Vernon, but with way better tits.
My favorite.
Did you walk into the barber shop and say, I'll just take the CIA PSYOP cut?
No, I went for the insurrection fade.
The insurrection fade.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do look like you're about to distribute crack into the inner city right now. That's crazy.
Look like a creepy manager from Journeys with their backwards hat.
You look like you've uploaded your identification to a website to have access to a Proud Boys Discord.
Yeah, Joe runs it.
Bill looks like a baseball coach who hits the kids.
Who, what's the kids?
It's the kids.
Who hits the
Fuck
kids?
them kids. I'll hit every one of them.
Yeah, they're all
It's
his
too
kids.
accurate to be a joke, but
Yeah. Yeah, Joe, or not Joe, goddamn Bill, you look like a guy who smokes cigarettes. Boom, roasted. All right. Man, I like when you said something, how you identified as Future, and that woman in the back had no idea what you were talking about. Like, I could hear the wheels in her head stop spinning when you said a black artist.
more like the horse and carriage, but it's fine.
I didn't get that one either. Can you explain that one to me? Because I did not get it. I'm sure some viewers out here are rednecks like me and don't get
All
it.
right. So a little Ebonics lesson for Clem.
I thought it was Ebonic.
No, I'm just kidding. But Future just came out with a new song called New Type Shit. And it's just really popular. So I just said type 2 shit, just a little play on words. That's all.
That is a good joke.
And Future is an artist.
He's a rapper.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rapper, okay.
Yes.
I'm learning more about rap culture than I ever wanted to know on this show. This is 2 weeks in a row we're
Who's
talking
the
about.
last rapper you know? MC Hammer?
Who's that?
He
This
can't.
guy that
Probably
looks
Chris
like
Cross.
guy that looks like Haystack's little cousin is getting real fucking familiar. All right.
It's Hayseed, actually. Yeah.
Settle down, Bubba No Sparks.
I have so
yeah.
many things
That's a
to
good
look
one.
up after this that I don't understand.
Reply to my flavorless flavor.
No, I love Zach. He knows his way around a roast and a barbecue. Yeah. Man, what's a show you got coming up that you want to plug to these folks?
I don't even think I have one coming up yet.
I heard you got into a little trouble with the LGBT mafia recently.
Well, that's like 3 people in Omaha, so
Well, I heard it was from Lincoln, but yeah.
whatever. It's
Look, I heard that podcast. Regardless of what I've said here tonight, I'm on your side.
hell yeah, bro. That's what's up.
And he said some heinous things, I assure you.
The blind support, yeah.
Well, sure, it's just a bunch of people hanging out. That's what we do
Yeah,
here.
dude. I mean, it's just so funny how these people are they insulate themselves, you know,
and
when
isolate.
And then when you hear something, oh no, it's like it's a joke, dude. I'm like, it's kind of like when a tree falls in the forest. It's like, is it really a slur if no one's offended?
Yeah. Well, if there's a white lady under it, she's gonna post about it.
Yeah, that's for you guys.
I mean,
No, that's my catheter. I don't know what you're doing.
Sick, dude. You have a huge dong, dude.
I know, right? That's my urethra hole. Urethra
is your bladder like a 55-gallon drum?
Oh, man. All right. Yeah. No, the drinking I've been doing lately, it's more like a wine skin. Man, so outside of comedy, what you got going on in your life? Anything fascinating?
No, just chilling, working at the manager at the taco shop. So
Wait, so now you're at the taco shop?
yeah, I had a falling out with the last guy. So
And where did you work at the last place?
barbecue place. He
Hold on.
fucked me over. Yeah, I know, guys. You can laugh. Ha ha. Yeah.
What taco shop?
It's Bria Boss in Lincoln.
All right, because look, I was going to give a shout out to a place that I love every time I come out of the Bourbon Theater downtown Lincoln. I'm not going to say the name of the place because they didn't fucking hire you. You don't work there. They ain't giving me anything. But, man, I wish you worked there. That food is fantastic.
Yeah, you should get fired at the current taco shop and go to that
Go
taco
to the next
shop.
one, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, my friend said, fuck that place. You guys are better.
Ever heard of Quik
It's like
Draw?
half-baked. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool.
Facts, bro. Man, it's great seeing you, Zach. Appreciate you coming out. Let's hear it for Zach Kruger, everybody.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for supporting local comedy.
Of course. Zach's one of my favorites. Ever since the first time I saw him, I was like, man, this guy's got legs. Not for long, but yeah. So on deck.
He'll keep his legs. Definitely losing toes.
Yeah, he'll keep some of it. He's a funny comic. He knows how to take it.
He'll be dead before he loses both.
On deck, we have Rashad Vaughn. But come on stage right now. This man is not a comedian, but is one of the funniest human beings I have ever known. Over a lifetime of music, he has memorized thousands of songs, but has never once learned how to sing. You are about to have 1 minute to hear a popular song. You will then have you're about to hear a popular song. You will then have 1 minute to name the artist and song. Please join me in welcoming Karaoke with Summer.
How the rules go. We're going to see if you know it, so put your phones down. We're going to see if you know this one. It's an 80s rock song. So let it ride. Each time you roll the dice, luck will finally arrive. Keep on running. Your time is coming. Keep your dreams alive. So that was actually a long clue.
1 minute on the clock, please. Well, Summer over here. How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good.
I thought you were on Facebook over there. Tell you what, Summer is what they call a Facebook nightmare. I got him on TikTok the other day, and I showed him there was a comment section, and we didn't talk for 3 days. He was just like,
Our poor listeners who wanted to mock us, though. I mean, he was brutal on them. It was awesome.
yeah, absolutely.
Is that Don't Stop Believing by Journey?
No.
Johnny Cash.
Close.
Close. Okay.
Close at all.
Sing the song again for him.
Yeah.
Sing that verse.
So let it ride. Each time you roll the dice, luck will finally arrive. Keep on running. Your time is coming. Keep your dreams alive.
Any guesses? I've got a Slim Jim on the line for anybody who could name this song.
Let It Ride by the Eagles.
No.
Wow. That's right.
Nice try, Brookman.
Brookman.
Okay.
All right, let's play the song then.
In the hearts of young.
Well, Summer, that is both a song and an artist that I have never heard of in my life, and I live with you.
It's hard.
You a fan of Triumph?
I'm not, but it's hard.
I was going to give the clue they were Canadian. That cut it down some, but.
Yeah. Well, if you said Canadian, I would have just thought The Weeknd immediately and moved on.
Or Rush.
Or Rush. Or Drake.
Celine Dion.
Hell yeah. Or
Gordon
the.
Lightfoot, a few others.
This is quite a bit. So, Summer, is it your desire that they never get one of the songs? Because that seems to be the way it's going here.
Clem will tell you it was a late arrival.
Oh, I remember. I said, hey, Summer, have you sent Clem your song on Saturday? And then he said, oh, no. And I said, well, we're doing a show tomorrow, so you probably should.
Yeah. He did correct me. I got hit from both ends.
Oh, yeah. Right, you sound like
I thought
Sneezy.
we weren't going to talk about that part.
Yeah, Travis came over and really straightened him out. Yeah. He said, this is for Iraq.
Can we get that picture of him back up there? Can we see that again?
Yeah.
God damn it.
That's from when he ran the Starship Enterprise.
No. I want to know what happened. Like, why can't you afford Just for Men anymore?
That's when I lived at a Zen center in California. That picture.
Yeah. So
how many centuries ago was that?
I believe that was the 17th century.
It's probably about 15 years old.
I feel like you're like a fucking warlock and your time is endless.
Yeah.
You have no age.
Summer has always been here and always will be.
This was his profile picture from Heaven's Gate.
Yeah, I had a hell of a time.
No, I thought that's just Jeffrey Dahmer now.
Yeah. If I bring in a pair of low-top Nikes, will you autograph them?
Only the right one.
Man, Summer, that's great. I mean, God, Summer, they weren't even close. This guy said Johnny Cash.
Well, fuck. They both had electric guitars.
Yeah, no.
I was wondering how Johnny Cash was close, but somehow Iron Maiden was closer.
21 Savage, correct. The only similarity between that band and Johnny Cash is it was dead white people in it. That's the only similarity. Man, this is wild. Well, Summer.
No, Triumph people are still alive. Yeah.
Are they?
Still going, yeah.
Good for them. What decade was Triumph big?
The 80s.
The 80s? Do you remember the first time you heard that song?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Well,
what year was it?
Well, I mean, it was early 80s, 82, 83, somewhere in like that, yeah. But the guitar player that they had, his name's Rick Emmett. Not many people know his name, but that guy was a superstar.
Yeah. Well, not a lot of people knew Triumph tonight either, so that it's all.
Yeah, I saw Triumph live 3 times.
So you didn't even answer the question. Do you remember the first time you heard that song?
Well, yeah, it was on an album. I mean, nothing special about it. I wish I could tell you there was something special. There's other songs. There's plenty of special shit, but that's not.
So that's not one of the more special songs from Triumph.
No.
Starting to see a trend here.
Yeah, the ladies weren't so much into that. You know, at least the ladies I was with wasn't so much into Triumph.
What kind? Were you also into witches?
Well, I've been to pagan festivals and stuff.
Yeah, is it much of a hookup culture there?
There is that aspect of it, yeah, absolutely.
You know, you're the second guy here with special needs who said that on the stage. The first was Pax. So you're saying at these festivals you can go in there and get you a witchy woman?
See how high they fly.
Oh yeah, yeah. I imagine it feels real crazy when she puts a spell on you with your dick in her mouth or something, man. It's like, baby
see
girl.
what she can do with a broom.
Yeah, if she flies in on a broom, you should think twice.
Oh, enough about my ex-wife, but you know.
I have a feeling your lady's broom straps around her waist.
It's an 11-inch broom.
Made in Mexico.
Yeah, she can make it fly.
Yeah, speaking of which, why is it that there's Mexicans in this bar every day but Cinco de Mayo?
Because they're at the Mexican food place.
What, the taco truck?
Well, they may be there, but they're at, I bet if we went to the Hispanic side of town, they're rocking.
Well, that's fine. I got my gun and enough money for a ball of cocaine. Let's hit it.
Hey, sounds like a good idea.
Hell yeah. That's good, man. We're going to have a great time. We're not going to need that food after all, huh?
Or a ride home, or go to work in the morning. It'll all end right there.
Okay. Taking quite a dark turn, man. Maybe we'll be triumphant.
I like how he implied an 8-ball would last the weekend when by 10 o'clock we're looking for a quarter ounce, all right?
Yeah. I remember one time a guy who did it. Yeah, well, Bill knows his way around a cocaine bag.
That's wisdom.
He does his way around a snoot.
Keep going back, right, Bill? Right the first time.
My thing is I'll tell you this. The other night, this guy offered me a bump. I'm like, all right. I go, you got some blow? And he goes, yeah, I got a half gram. And I'm like, look.
That's adorable.
Your half gram is the bump. And then if I take your generosity is about to cost me $500.
Yeah, I remember one time a new Coke person. I like how it sounds like I have a degree in cocaine, but like a new person hadn't done a lot of blow. They're like, so Addy, how long can a gram of Coke last you? I said, oh, about a day. And like, what about an 8-ball? I was like, about 30 minutes. If we're going that way with it, yeah. Depends what my attitude is about the situation, I suppose. Yeah, look at that genuine joy from the Redwood Wizard himself.
Oh, this guy knows.
He's not lying.
No, he did a line before this. That's why his hair looks like that.
This guy is without a doubt started making phone calls when he was down to a 16th. Like, I'm not waiting to run out to look for more.
That's right. That's right.
No, yeah, he's a Sam's Club shopper, if you know what I'm saying.
Exactly. Buy it in bulk. Yeah.
Buy in bulk. Everything, man.
Look here, if you're willing to do some in front of me and just let me watch you for 30 minutes, you might have a new customer.
No, I'm not in the sales business.
Yeah, we're all admitting to felonies here on Quick Draw Comedy. I like that. Man, Summer, what is something that you've struggled with in the last 7 days?
Something I've struggled with in the last 7 days. Well, as you know, I've been struggling with the living room, struggling with the desk, struggling with the table. You know, I've been trying to get things in order from our change of rooms.
So being organized and cleanly is something you've been struggling with?
Do you believe I've struggled with it?
Well, I know what our apartment looks like. These people have no idea. They don't live with you.
Yeah, I have struggled with it, yes.
I never would have guessed, based on either image, that feng shui was something that was important in your life.
Oh, it's very important. I mean, you got to have some flow, brother.
Yeah. Well, man, you did great. You stumped him again. I mean, really, it's turning into a turkey shoot here at Quick Draw. I don't know what we're gonna do, but man, I mean, these folks, bless their hearts, man. Let's.
Let me give them one other one. All around the mulberry bush, the monkey chased the weasel. The monkey thought it was all in fun. See, they all knew that one.
Is that Future?
No, that's the racist song that the ice cream man stopped playing.
Man, just back-to-back racisms here on Quick Draw, man. Man, Summer, I'm gonna go ahead and get you out of here. Great job tonight. Let's hear it for karaoke with Summer, everybody. Good stuff, buddy. All right, we are down to our final comedian of the night. I want you to give all your love, all your energy to Rashad Vaughn.
How you guys doing? Well, I'm black, back. I don't trust, when every time I ask like white people, like, hey, do you listen to rap? Oh, no, I don't. I assume they racist. Because I'm like, you don't listen to rap? Rap is the #1 genre in music right now. You don't listen to rap? Like, no, I don't. I'm like, well, you racist. You don't like black people. So I get it. It's a cold word that you don't like black people and and they scare you, Like, oh, my God, I'm intimidated. And I was like, well, I'm intimidated by white folks when, listen to rock music or even country. I get intimidated. Oh, my God, they singing. Oh, my God, they about to hang me from a tree. So, I mean, I get it. I do. I really do get intimidated by white folks, tattoo all over their damn body. I'm like, oh my God, like, damn, I'm about to lock my car, lock my door. Yeah, reverse. I flipped it. Yeah, you scared because you see a black guy with a hoodie. I'm scared when I see a white guy with a bunch of tattoos. Shit. Or even with fucking cigarettes in their hand. I'm like, oh my God, oh shit. He might smoke me, but not with a cigarette. So with his shotgun, I'm like, come here, come here, you fooled. I'm like, oh well, I like pig feet, so. I don't know. I'm just saying random shit, so. I don't like pig feet, shit. I like pig ass, Yeah, my last girlfriend, she looked like a pig, so I fucked her in the ass, so. Yeah, I made her feel my pain. Anal, so. I mean, okay, that one. I was like, that's a little too far, but yeah, that's my time. Get off my dick, skeet, 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 skeet. Thank you.
Yeah. Rashad Vaughn, admitting to anal. Were you also a Boy Scout? No. Man, go ahead, Bill.
Is this the house comic I was hearing about earlier?
Yes, this is the house comic we have.
Look, man, I wasn't going to bring it up, but how you going to call out smokers like that?
Yeah.
Like, man, I just want to go smoke a half a pack of these Camels and play blackjack right now. And all of a sudden I'm racist?
Yeah. And what about white fat guys with tattoos all over them? I mean,
that's the whole panel.
They produced your damn special, and this is what you do for them?
Hold on, Rashad.
Well, you're not fat, you're just big bones. So.
You should be afraid of them fat guys with tattoos.
Yeah.
But not cigarette smokers. Like,
well, I've been traumatized when I was in Council Bluffs. I did a show, and this guy was like, "Hey, man, I love everybody, but let me see your ID." I'm like, he had a cigarette in his hand, talking about, "Hey, I love everybody. I just want to see your ID."
Look, man, black don't crack. You look young as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told him, I'm like, at the time I was 25. I'm like, yo, I'm 25, man. Like,
Man, I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna get to a point like right now. I'm gonna go to the casino after this, and I'm gonna walk right the fuck in with no resistance. And I want to let you know how much, like, I would love if a motherfucker asked me for my ID. I'm like, oh my god, to look 35 again.
Yeah, I was intimidated. They just kept looking at me, talking about, "Hey man, I love everybody. Let me buy you a drink." I'm like, no.
It was like the set of Get Out.
Yeah, exactly.
Cash money. How much for you to smoke this cigarette?
Yeah, cash.
Come on, how much?
Shoot, $1 million.
$1 million?
Oh, you got it, Bill.
Well, you got Bill stashed somewhere.
All right.
I'll do it for $500,000. Just saying.
I'll do it for $250,000. Shit.
All right.
Yeah. You got $5.
Man,
Come
so
on. Hey, does the grape drink I bought you the other day count towards $1 million? So $997,997.
Yeah.
Say grape drink.
Rashad,
Look, I told him to order whatever he wanted. That is real. I swear to God. I'm not being an asshole. It's what he asked for.
Yeah, he did. And I order a grape soda. So. Yeah, I know that's like the whitest black guy drink that.
No, that's the blackest black guy drink.
I thought it was pronounced grape drank. No.
Yeah.
Dude, you ordered purple, bro?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I love purple. So.
Man, purple. Man, the color purple. I love it too, man.
Purple. I look like Silly from The Color Purple. I get it. So.
I was wondering, does your pubes have cornrows also?
No.
Oh, okay. Keep it pretty tight down there for the ladies.
Only the ladies will find out. Ladies will find out.
Yeah, because I heard you say something. I don't know if this was because you're a wordsmith or not, but you said in your first how big your bick is. And was that a play on how big your dick is, or were you talking about like digging a hole with a bick?
Well, I wear size 14, so ladies, use your imagination.
So it was just illiteracy. I just want to be sure.
Women, use your imagination.
Okay.
Why would you dig a hole with the big tin?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I don't remember. I really don't remember.
That's fine. That's what my notepad's here for.
Because it's mushroom shaped. You pull it down, and then it helps pull the dirt out like an auger. Why wouldn't you dig a hole with it?
That's right. And another point you had made, you said you give her a black thought. Are you talking about Megan the Stallion or what?
I would love to. I would love to, give Megan Thee Stallion a black. Well, she had many thousands of those, but.
Do you think so? You think Megan Thee Stallion's had 1,000 penises?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, twerking her ass off. I mean, come on.
Well, I think girls that are hypersexualized like that are actually kind of prude in bed. That's what I've learned with my time.
Could be true.
Yeah.
Could be true.
Okay. Well, I mean, I liked you said you food and then doubled down with pig foot and pig ass. I don't know if that was planned, but I mean that was a good little bit of material right there.
Oh, and thank you. I was just ripping, talking my shit. I was just being the black version of Joe Hopkins. I was being the black version of Joe Hopkins, just talking my shit and not making no damn sense at all, just saying a bunch of offensive some shit just to get it.
Well, yeah. And you used less racial slurs than anybody today.
Yeah, I did. I'm surprised at myself.
Come on, man. Help the rest of us out and change that number.
Yeah.
Just feel free to flow.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I will. Maybe I will.
Man.
Do you gamble?
Do I gamble? No, I don't gamble.
Look, man. I'm gonna kind of break down a fourth wall. I'm gonna let y'all know. I've known this dude for 10 fucking years.
Yeah, 10 years. Ooh,
and I can't picture a vice that he has. And I swear to God, man, if I could just corrupt you in some way, I would go home and come so hard.
Yeah. Well, we've got a lot of gay people here, so we might be able to figure something out.
I'm good. I'm very straight. I am strictly pussy.
Look, all right, you're straight.
Yeah, that's like saying Bill Queen is a racist. So.
I mean, look, funny's funny. I'm not a racist. But God damn it.
He's not racist and I'm not gay. So yeah,
I was racist myself for like 20 years. So, yeah.
Yeah, Clem famously used to be racist, and that's one of my favorite stories.
It's true. It is. I grew up racist.
I think it's the beard.
I can tell because you look like one of the KKK members. Yeah, underneath the.
Which one, Karen or what?
Yeah, Mel Karen. Mel Karen. Yeah, like I'm calling the cops.
Are
you in my yard, sir? You in my yard, sir? I'm like, nah, I'm walking down the street to go to the liquor store. So.
Yeah, I think after you get arrested your first time, you start being less racist as a person. You're like, oh, this fucking sucks. I remember my first time. It was a good one. No, anyway.
I will say when you're in the bullpen at county, you're all a unit. It's real easy to stick together in there. But once you go upstairs to that mod, that shit quickly divides by color.
Yeah, well, they're color coordinated up there.
Look, I'm just speaking on the county jail I've been in numerous times.
Yeah.
Where'd you go? Douglas County, motherfucker. Where we at?
Yeah, where'd you go?
Right down the street.
Where'd you go to jail, sir?
All over.
All over? Oh yeah. What's your MOS? Oh, the white guys. Yeah, I thought you weren't coming over. What are you doing over here?
I'm just dropping my beer.
All right.
Is that the deaf guy?
No. No, that guy's actually gone now, and I think somebody wheeled him out into the middle of the road. I'm not sure.
Look,
he didn't hear it.
I'm gonna end my shit right here. It says a lot that I automatically assumed it was the black guy telling us how many jails he's been in.
It was.
Turns out it looks like it was this guy that's in my family.
Yeah, it's just a family reunion for Bill Queen over here at Quick Draw Comedy. Rashad, plug your dates for the next 7 days, and I'm going to go ahead and get you out of here, buddy.
Next 7 days, I'm not going to be doing shit but open mics and, working, so... But I do got a special, Just My Thoughts. It's out on streaming platforms, YouTube, Spotify, iTunes. Go check it out. You know, you'll see me, hear my jokes. The same jokes you hear tonight will be on streaming platforms, so come check me out.
Do you remember the last time we were here together and I offered you money and you turned me down?
You offered me...
Have you gotten better at business? Like I offered to buy a copy, you're like, oh, you can have it for free. You're the man.
Oh yeah, now I remember.
Are you better at business? You still want my $5?
You can listen to it for free.
Hey,
God damn, Rashad Vaughn's the homie.
Hell yeah! All right, man, let's hear it for Rashad Vaughn, our final comedian of the night, huh? Hey, and how about it for our amazing guest tonight, Mr. Bill Queen?
Hey, that's Chuck and Bill Comedy on Facebook. Comedy After Dark, first Saturday of the month at 9:30. The Backline tickets available every month. Backlinecomedy.com. I recommend buying before day of show because we have been selling out.
Yeah, absolutely great show. Bill's one of my favorites in the scene. Let's hear it for my co-host, Clem Jameson. All right, this has been Quick Draw Comedy. We will be back here at 7 p.m. every Sunday. Have a good night. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Drink well.